I don't have enough ink to be out here making it the biggest size, and it could only be 6.75 by 9.25 anyway. But just a suggestion, Cricut, like if my mat is 12 by 12, it should at least be 11 by 11. Welcome to Candace Lynn TV, the YouTube channel where I do a little bit of everything, so I decided to record it. And in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to use the print then cut option on your Cricut machine to make this cute little Coco melon. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And start off with your favorite search engine. I'm going to go to Safari and use Google and find an image of Coco melon. I just want the little melon, so that's what I'm looking for. So I type in Coco melon and make sure that my search engine is on images. And then I'm just going to look through and see if I can find a cute little melon image that I want to use. For some reason, they give me all of these images that have so much on them, and I don't have enough ink for these. So I'm going to go back up and click on the melon image, and it's going to bring me to other related images just like that one. And like I said, printer low on ink, so we got to stay small. So I'm going to click one that looks pretty clean and crisp. I like this one. And then I'm going to hold my finger down on it and add to photos, and now that image is in my photos. So once that is done, I can go into Cricut Design Space and go to New Project. And then at the bottom, you click Upload and then select from Photo Library and click on the image that you want to upload. Once you do that, trust the process. It looks weird on here for some reason, but I don't know why. Just trust the process. Click remove and then go and use the little tool function to remove the background that you don't need. Don't worry about the image at the top because it doesn't need to be the way we are when we're cutting. We're going to print to cut this image, so just make sure you remove your whole background. Then you're going to click next 2 times, and then this screen will come up, and you're going to click the print then cut option and name it whatever you want to name your file. I'm going to name it Coco because every time I ask my daughter what she wants to watch, she says Coco, so that's what the name of the show is. Not Coco Melon, it's Coco. So once I name it, I'm going to click save, and then this screen is going to pop up. And y'all see Keisha from my other video, tell her hey, and then you click on the image that you want to use and insert. Once you insert it, it's going to pop up this way. My image is really tiny, so I'm going to go to edit and change the size to 3 by 3 because once again, I don't have enough ink to be out here making it the biggest size, and it could only be 6.75 by 9.25 anyway. But just a suggestion, Cricut, like if my mat is 12 by 12, it should at least be 11 by 11. I'm just saying. And then at the bottom where you see I'm having my little arrows showing, that's where you can click if it's not set to your print then cut option. This is where you can go in and adjust that if you need to, but mine's already set, so I don't really have to do that step. Just showing you if it's not that way, this is where you can change it. But back to my other screen, and now I'm going to click make it. Once I click make it, which is going to happen any day now, once I click make it, this screen will come up and it's your time to print your image using your printer that you have connected to your phone. Once I click print, the next screen is going to come up any day now. Maybe now, I don't know, maybe if it wants to come up now. So this will be your next screen where you can change your options. You can change the printer, presets, copy, black and white, paper size, your orientation, and media and quality. But I want to show y'all one thing. Like, Cricut Design Space is telling me like your printer is low on ink. We just want you to know, do you really want to continue? And I'm like, yeah, I'm trusting the process. I believe my printer. And then this sound happened. So I'm hoping that this will print out and look somewhat like Coco Melon. So we're praying right now. We're praying that it will print out and look appropriate. And it's usable. So we're going to keep going. Once that step is done in Cricut Design Space, you're going to click next. This will take you to the part where you're actually going to cut your image using your Cricut. So pick the Cricut, and then your next screen is going to come up. And the next screen is just going to be basically the screen where you're going to follow the instructions. So it's very simple, very easy to follow on the screen whenever that pops up. So this is the screen. Make sure your material is set to whatever you're using. I printed this out on a regular piece of paper, so I'm just going to set it to paper. And then I'm going to load my mat and press go when it tells me to. Basically, you're following the instructions on the screen, and the machine is going to tell you when to do all of these items. So let's go ahead and move into loading my mat and press and go. When your machine is ready to start cutting, you can basically just follow the steps. The first light is going to be flashing, and you'll slide your mat into the groove, and then it'll load your mat. When it's ready to start cutting or begin, that's when you'll hit that next flashing button, and it's going to start doing what it needs to do to cut out your image. Now, the cool thing about the print and cut function is going to need to use sensors to see where that black line is compared to your image so it knows where to cut. And I'm going to turn the light out to show you how it's using a light sensor to do just that. And it's going to go around your image and use that black line that is placed around your image to see where it needs to cut your actual image at. So that's what it's doing here. And I just wanted you guys to see that option and to see what it looks like. Also, they said to turn your light off and it makes this process a little bit more accurate. So that's what I'm doing here, showing you guys the sensor as well as trying to get a more accurate cut. So at that point, it's going to go around my image, censor the image, and then it can start cutting the actual image out. And I'm going to turn my lights back on because ain't no point in doing that in the dark. I think the light goes off anyway. So then it's going to cut out the image. It's a very small image, so it doesn't take that long. On bigger images, it may take longer. Once the image is done being cut, it's going to move your mat down, and then that other light is going to start flashing for you to unload your mat. And then you just weed out your image. And I'm going to use my favorite tool that I got from the dental kit from the Dollar Tree, because I ain't paying for that price that Cricut wants me to pay. And I just take off the actual backing, and it's left with my image on the mat that I can weed out, and now I can add this to my daughter's Cocoa Melon theme learning board. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Watch some more videos, and have a good day.